This place is called Bright Light. Mito lives close by. Could this thing steer itself? With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Claims to be a simple lamp maker, bringing light into the world as best he can. You found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things. Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. Wishes you could see your way toward using your fire to light the way in the world, rather than burn it down. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Thinks it's funny you worked with the Jagni. They tried to rob him once, but he scorched away any that got too close. Says if they didn't want to get seared, they shouldn't have been so close. Says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when... Believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glittermoth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glittermoth would give you that glimmer of hope. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. Let's see. Climbing down is harder than climbing up. Not going to happen with your key energy level. Heroes inspire in a way nothing else can. Great capper. Blisterboo, known for its perfect temperature and atmosphere. There they are. Now, catch them. You fixed those flame flies fast. You fixed those flame flies fast. You fixed those flame flies fast. Now that's respectable. They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. Swoon. You're here for a reason. It's up to you to figure out what that is. So much damage. Got one. Wow. Pump you up. That place there's a real fixer. just enough slack in the line. Glittermoth Cave is right here. Feels like the clouds came down to say hi. Might not need that now, but you will later. That's enough glittermoths to make her plan work. She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the KNUPSTONIES mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf. It reminds her of the gnotes and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger. The dark's good for sneaking up on things. You get used to the beastly smell, I hear. Supposedly, mounts like that can smell fear. At least being underground keeps you out of the weather. eater, you're halfway there. He's got word Out of Date spotted LUPA-LUPIN and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it. Even though you're good-hearted, you shouldn't miss this opportunity to confront the predator. Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed LUPA-LUPIN will stay put until you're there. You're cut off from the world above. Out of Date says the time has come for you to reconcile with your past. LUPA-LUPIN is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there. Even though darkness is a part of your nature, he suggests you try to keep you'll have to do on your own. LUPA-LUPIN'S camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there. He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror. You should get over there. Come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules. He's happy to help. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Worth going outside just to see the night sky. LUPA-LUPIN'S camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Tread carefully here. This is LUPA-LUPIN'S camp. LUPA-LUPIN says he's been looking forward to this moment. He wanted you to come here and see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy, only vengeance. He can see that you're not like your mother. There's something different about you. Maybe you would have made a better decision than she did, and let them be. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. LUPA-LUPIN says he's been reliving the moment every night since then. He says your mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become. He knew his time would come, and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last. That's why he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had. He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from. His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature, and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates, and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours.